All right, we're gonna start
right now. When are we gonna start? Are we gonna start now?
Yeah.
Are we gonna start now?
Mm.
When are we gonna start?
right now. I gotta have a silent bit though.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's what I needed.
Okay.
Welcome everyone to another episode of the Whiskey House Pub House. Release.
Trying not to make noise.
With me today again is Brian, who's been on the podcast before. We are absent today, Zach and Carter, which is becoming more normal.
Can I do a podcast with those guys sometime?
I don't know. They have to do a podcast with me first.
I miss them.
I think a lot of people.
I miss my Zach.
A lot of people
Carter.
do. Not much time has passed for you and I since our last episode.
You're right.
Hopefully that went well. I'm not sure. We'll see.
It was long. I apologize. Wait, I got to put a timer on this one. I'm going to count this one down. I got to be true to my word.
Well, so if this comes out on 2 weeks from now,
yes,
I may or may not be a first place winner at the A Spirits tasting competition.
Oh, it's going to be at Ace?
Yeah, there's on
how many people are participating?
The 27th, which is already passed for us. 15.
I like this. You're playing this future game now.
Yeah. So there's 15.
Yeah.
Winner gets.
Well, how did you get involved?
I signed up for it.
That's all you had to do? They just picked you?
Yeah. Well, you had to sign up for it by
They don't test you,
you had
or
to buy, you
ask
had to buy,
what you drink or
nope. You had to buy tickets. It was the price for the whiskey.
Yeah, but they could have 15 they could have 14 duds and you.
Here's the hoping. We'll see. I'll be happy if I get the center.
What's exciting?
Or is it 20? There might be 20.
I just don't know if I'd be confident enough to participate in something like that.
Liquor Boy put me up to it.
What, he goaded you?
He goaded me.
He just said, hey,
yeah,
let's see your chops.
Yep.
Let's put them out for everybody to see.
See if you can. He just wants me to win the prize.
So all this podcasting has just been training.
Yep.
Like, I noticed we did stretches before this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We
could do training and some news today on this episode.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Let's do it. Let's make a shorter podcast, but still entertaining and full of knowledge.
Do we have?
I have one glass. I have a Balcone glass.
Do you have 4 of the same glasses?
Yeah, I think so. Do you want to pause?
Should I go grab them? I'll go grab them.
It's up to you.
All right.
Go ahead and pause. One's blue and the other one's red.
Oh man, this is
yeah. You get the crummy glass.
All right, we're back.
Did you press play?
I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my word! You should have recorded that whole thing.
That was a debacle.
It was comedically. It rivaled some of those old comedy teams.
Yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Singers.
Hall & Oates. No, the comedy team. Anyways. Just kidding, everybody. I know. Go ahead. What are we doing now?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so.
Yeah. Explain to them what we're doing.
So, we each did 2 blind samples for the other person.
Because we want to test Dylan.
Yeah, no, I'm more concerned if I wrote down the right things that I gave you. So
that was the comedic thing. It's like, okay, we got 2 glasses, and then you can't remember which.
Was it red? Was it blue?
So which one did I pour it into?
Anyways, so yeah, we have 2 glasses.
Yes, we do.
We each gave the other person.
Yes, we did. 2 blinds.
Don't know what they are.
Nope.
We hopefully remember what color corresponds to what bottle for the other person. And they're actually it's the same. The bottle variants are the ones from the last episode. So if you listen to the last episode, that's the pool that we had to choose from.
Right.
So there's 7 bottles that they could have been out of. So
yeah, and then, this will be a new experience to me because I've never really done a blind before. So, and I think I can be able.
Just had these.
Yeah, if I had, I think I actually could. Like if you took these bottles back and then you came over next week, I don't think I'd be able to find it. But because I've just had these, I think I have a better chance. And then I get an idea of what the difference is between the different whiskeys. Oh, which one did you try?
I tried blue.
Okay. What are you feeling? Are you feeling blue? Hold on, I got to look at my note. Okay, now I know what I'm looking
I
at.
got it down to 2.
Uh-oh. This is more on you. Me, I'm just going to
try yours.
I'm going to be
try yours.
Yeah, okay.
Do your blue.
I'll do my blue. I'm going to be a failure because I don't trust myself. Okay, I've smelt this before. I cracked myself up.
Possibility. So there's one outlier that neither one of us had on the last episode. But
is this the Nashville? Here. The blue? Is this Nashville blue?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
I won't.
Hold on,
I won't tell you.
Here. Why not?
Because we got to go through the second one.
Oh, but it was really good. I bet you it was. See, that's interesting because one of my when I drink whiskey, sometimes I'm like, I don't think I understand the differences and nuances between them all. But this is a good test to know that.
Don't tell me because we just want to build
anticipation,
build
muscle.
In the
you just held up your arm like you're showing me your muscle.
Yeah.
Oh, defiance.
We want to build.
You want to punch somebody?
Punch something. No, we want to build the suspense.
Gotcha.
For the listeners.
Yes.
So don't tell me.
Can you feel their anticipation?
Yes.
They're riveted. Right now, they're busy working, and they got to stop working because they got to listen to this rest of this podcast.
The blue glass that you gave me is reminding me of Dripping Springs, the Alliance series.
The blue glass?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. I know what the red one is. The one I didn't like, and you put it back into my. You put it back into my. See, like now, so at your.
It's Texas, but it's not the Texas I'm thinking of. It's the. Might be the Crowded Barrel.
I don't know.
Eleanor, we did one. It's a different Texas one, possibly.
Now, when you go do this tasting at your place. Are you going to know the bottles?
No, because it's blind.
So what are you going to do? Just pick out like the notes?
So you got to...
so you got to tell them what you're
on
smelling?
This competition that in the past me hasn't done, but the future present me right now has already done.
Okay, let's not do Back to the Future.
So
I got confused in the second movie. Go ahead.
He made out with his mom.
What? Spoiler alert.
You're supposed to. There's going to be 5 samples.
Yeah,
and you're going to have to guess the age of the whiskey. The
holy cow! Really?
Questions as like, what's the secondary?
Wait, how do you taste the age of a whiskey?
How much oak?
People can do that.
Yeah, how much oak influences there? You know, there's certain notes that appear on younger whiskeys. That 3-year-old blue note one had cornbread on it.
You couldn't do that with Scotch, right?
You could.
But Scotch would be such a huge difference.
It's a different curve.
Because you got to blend it, and then you got ports and sherries. And
it's a different curve, but it's still...
Wow, I just didn't know they were going to wonder if you could taste the age of it.
So it's going to be... Can you guess the distillery? 2,
okay.
The proof, age, if it's over or under 7 years. And then you're going to do a bottle guess.
Okay.
So like, I think it's bourbon, or they're all bourbon, but it's like, I think it is like 120 proof. I think it is 9 years old. I think it's from Kentucky.
Are they getting a video of this?
I don't know. And
can I come in? Can you bring a +1?
I think it's open during store hours.
That's what we should do. Is
just come.
Me, Zach, and Carter can all just have a cameras and filming it.
And
then when you get it wrong, can we start throwing tomatoes at you?
Oh yeah,
or booing you? Or I knew his knowledge was suspicious,
was flawed. I just got all my knowledge from books.
That's why whiskey. It's like I don't like. That's it.
Yeah,
I can't.
But so you're supposed to guess all that stuff, and then you're
that's
like,
incredible.
And then you're like, bottle guess would be, single barrel pick of Knob Creek. 9 years old.
Okay.
And then you'll get points. First place gets a free bottle of E.H. Taylor barrel proof.
Yeah.
So
is this in store then?
Mhm.
Or is it okay?
It's in store.
So there's got to be an audience there. That's a small
don't
store.
know.
That's a small store, though, right? These are all questions I need to know. So when is this? Wait, when did the event? How am I supposed to say it? When did the event happen? Or
The 27th, which was Wednesday.
okay,
Next Wednesday. This
this is airing before or after?
after.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's amazing you won all the prizes.
I was so surprised myself that I did so well.
You didn't realize they're going to put orange drink from McDonald's
I
in there.
can't believe I beat that guy.
Yes. And then the second place guy was really upset and he started throwing bottles and the police had to be called
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and disrupted everything. Oh, look at it. You're writing notes down on your tastings.
Where's the mark on this one?
See, I just tasted.
Is this
Well, I
red?
didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, that one's red. I just tasted it, and I didn't even like hold it in my mouth. You're doing a lot more than I did. I'm doing with mine because I tasted it, and I'm like, no, that tastes.
did you listen to the episode from a while ago that when Nick and I did the tastings?
Shoot, now I tasted this. It tastes different. Yeah, a little. Yeah, I think I did.
Wasn't I was pretty?
Was that his Puerto Rico stories?
Yeah. I was pretty happy. I nailed one of them. I
Yeah,
nailed
well,
one of
that's
them.
true.
On
That's what, and
I
he
was
was
pretty
so
happy.
encouraging too.
He was.
He's like, "Oh, good, big brother."
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know now. Now you're making me second guess. What am I guessing?
I think I have a guess.
No, I was right. I just had him. This is the one I didn't like, and this is the one I liked.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember the one I didn't.
You didn't like Blue Note.
Yeah, that's the one, and I think that's what this blue one is. Blue Note. Is that ironic? Is it?
No.
Oh,
Either way, it's not. Even if I screw up on my colors.
dang. Still not a big fan of it. But I hate to say I was earlier.
I'll give you my answers. You can still taste.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
I think that my
Go.
I'm trying to find the glass. My blue.
Oh, you blew. Got it. Here we go. One more sip. He's sipping it. He's swirling it around. He's swishing it. He's gargling it. He's leaning back. He's putting his feet up.
I want to say my blue is the Eleanor.
You want to say that? Is that your final answer? Wait, is that blue still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say that.
Is that your final answer? Are you sure? Are you
no,
sure?
I'm not sure. I think it could be one or two.
Okay. Well, do you want to guess the second one, or am I supposed to just acknowledge what the blue one was?
Either way.
Because it could be eliminated. A process of elimination could give you a heads up on the second one. Okay. The blue one was my twist.
Well, that's right. I suppose you're right. Do you want me to give my red one then?
Yeah.
Okay. So my red one, I think, is it's got classic Kentucky notes on it. It can only be one of two in there. It tastes like it came from Jim Beam, but the proof is lower, which is why I'm thinking it is the Baker's.
Okay.
How many did I get right?
So your first one was.
Did I get any right so far?
Yes, you got one. You sank my battles. No, you sank. What's the little 2-piece one? You got a hit on that ship on the battleship game.
Is my memory off on the Woodenville that we haven't had on the other one, or is it?
Okay, that's the twist.
Is it Woodenville?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we didn't have the Woodenville, so I gave you the Woodenville.
Yeah. So my memory, I just don't remember the Woodenville.
I know, because we didn't drink it.
Yep.
So I thought, I'm going to give him the Woodville. The second one, the red one, is the Baker 7.
Yeah.
That's
one tasted
That's the one.
Classic.
So you had it, except you said low proof, but it's still 107 proof.
No, just lower proof compared to the other ones.
Oh, compared to the other ones. Okay.
Yeah.
So good job. Good job.
Really, it's the Woodenville.
Yeah. That's the only reason I picked it is because I'm like, wait a minute, we've tried everyone. Actually, we didn't try the little bottle there, did we? I don't think we tried that one either.
Well, I said it could be. I originally thought it was the Dripping Springs early on because it had a crafty note to it, but I thought maybe it was just a Texas influence.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm up.
Okay.
Wait, let me look at we're 13 minutes into this podcast. keeping really diligent time on that. We're going to do it to 20, right? 30, 35 minutes, 32 minutes.
35.
Okay.
32.
We have to make room for that commercial, though, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm back to this first one. This is the red one. Boy, it smells good. That's crazy because it's just like I know I just tasted this.
I think I've swapped your colors.
You think so?
Let me see one of your glasses.
What do you mean? You can drink. Oh, that's my germs though. It's blue.
No,
Why?
This is red.
How did you do? There's 2 glasses, Dylan.
No, I'm right. I was right. Let it be known.
2
okay, it's
glasses.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine. The colors are right.
I can say
it's fine.
Old age, but you can't because you're still a young pup.
Colorblind.
Okay, that one
I didn't mess. I was very concerned. I messed up on what I wrote down.
I wish I remembered what I originally said. That one.
You said Blue Note.
That one has to be Blue Note. The blue, but you said no. I don't remember anything else. It can't be that Ben, the Missouri one. Maybe you did the same thing I did. Maybe this is the Dripping Springs that I don't know. I didn't taste it. Did you give me one that I didn't taste? How about that?
Wait, hold
Let's
up.
do 20 questions.
Hold up your
Dylan.
right one again.
My right hand. My right one? The red one? That's the one you just tasted again. Why are you having this? This is not a fun game. So I'm going to tell you, and you're going to say yes, and then really we will never know what it is. You're going to have to pour another glass. Why are you doubting yourself? Don't doubt yourself, Dylan. You're better than this.
All right. Anyways.
Well, this one I like. So
you're drinking the red one right now.
Yeah, I think this is Nashville. This has got to be Nashville. It's either Nashville or... See, I thought that Ben Holiday was sweeter than that, so I don't...
Which one tastes sweet?
The Ben one tasted the sweetest.
Between your red and blue, which one tastes sweetest?
Oh, this one tastes sweeter.
What is it? The red?
Yeah, the red. Sorry. It's like we got to explain our visual things to podcasters. So I think this is Nashville. The red has to be Nashville. It either has to be Nashville or Baker, and then this one, it can't be Ben. It can't be Blue Note. Is this Woodville? Or maybe it's Eleanor.
Is that Blue Glass?
This is blue.
So I have yours.
Yeah.
You haven't guessed anything, right?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Okay. I haven't guessed any of them?
Let me have your blue.
That one was harsh, and I remember tasting that. But I don't remember one. Is that Eleanor?
Okay. That's answered some stuff.
What are you crossing off?
Out red. Say blue.
Okay, hold on, everybody. Now, what am I supposed to do? At this point, I'm just going to mix them up.
Gotcha. Now we're good. All right. What were you saying?
Just tell me which one is which.
So now. Your blue.
Yeah, say my blue. Which one is it?
Is the
blue one I didn't like.
Holiday.
You're kidding. No. Give me glass. You're lying.
And your red.
No, you're lying.
Do you want your red?
No, you're lying. What's red?
Baker's.
Okay, see, I did like that one. Wait, this is a screw top? I didn't know that. I already got points off. I don't know why. See, that's the other thing, too. It's like you expect certain things.
Doesn't impact it at all.
No, this is not the same, is it?
I definitely poured you Ben Holiday. But
it is the same.
Okay, good. All right. So I
I thought it was sweeter, though. My first taste on it was, I remember it was just super sweet.
It was sweet.
On the tip of my tongue. It was like super sweet, but I didn't catch
Blinds don't lie.
Wow. And so what was my second one then?
That was Baker's 7.
Okay. And I did like that one.
Yep.
But I thought I liked Nashville better. Because I went Nashville. And that's funny. I said I liked this. This was my second one.
Yep.
And now I said I didn't like it. See? That's why
how do you like it now, though?
How do you like it now? It's not as sweet as when the first time I tasted it. So I guess that's the way to put it.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, I got 50%.
And I didn't like the aftertaste. The aftertaste, too. Yeah. The lingering, it was kind of weird, too.
Well,
but this Baker's I liked still.
Yes. Have you seen the Baker's 13?
No.
Yeah, neither have I.
It's a baker's dozen. Reminds me of a skit from Chris Farley. A baker's dozen.
The backer.
That makes a baker's dozen heart attack. Got a lot right
Yeah,
here.
they came out with the second release of the Baker's 13 recently.
See, and I don't understand that because at one point when I was educating myself with whiskey, I was always told multiple years of aging worked for Scotch because they moved it from barrel to barrel and it would pick up different things and then they would blend it. But with like whiskey or bourbon, I thought if you leave it in one barrel, it turns into wood.
It
Right?
does. I mean, it's no different from any other preference you have. It's like some people are going to like really enjoy that vanilla, but some people might not enjoy it as much as you do. But it's like you could like even want more,
Yeah.
and they might want less.
Whoa, Tippy.
Yeah, why is it
Not me,
that's
the
weird.
stand. Just to get it on the cord here. That's right. Don't worry
Anyways.
about it.
So I mean that's just down to preference as far
Right.
as how much oak impact you love. I really love oak impact, and I mean we can see this in a lot of the Texas editions or Texas brands because a lot of those have a higher oak impact on there because of the region they're in.
That's crazy.
But that
See,
which
so how are you going to do this?
I got 50%.
Oh, somebody needs a cookie.
Well, no, if you have 5,
Yeah.
I'd get 2.5 right.
So, I mean, there's nobody going to be able to do this.
No one's
going to do 100%.
No, it's the competition isn't for you have to guess all 5 of them right.
Yeah.
It's a point based. It's just whoever gets the most points. So I mean, and I'm not going in there expecting to win. It's just a fun competition, and it's good practice.
Well, I'd like to know. It'd be fun to see
Mhm.
because you got 15 people, and they all think they know whiskey.
I think there's 20.
Well, you said 15 before.
I did. I think it's 20. But
So 5 minutes from now, is it going to be 25?
could be. Well, it's already happened.
Oh, that's right. So there was 30.
Yes.
And then you pull out my favorite. No, wait, is that my favorite whiskey? No, it's not. It's the new stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about a little bit of news today.
That's not news. That's product.
Okay.
My Austin. My still Austin. Be still my heart, Austin.
Do you want the dump glass for those samples?
Yeah, for this blue one. Yeah, for the Missouri. And then that's the other thing too. Then the connotation of Missouri. You're like, shouldn't be that way, but the Ozarks.
So this is the Still Austin Red Corn bourbon whiskey, bottled in bond.
Isn't that? I think red corn is in Ghost Hill Treaty Oak stuff, isn't it? The red corn.
It might be. I'm not
It
100% sure.
If I remember right.
This is the first bottle and bond product from Still Austin, I believe. Pretty certain. Might be wrong.
No, I think you're right. They had cast strength, but I don't know if that bottle and bond.
I love the cast strength. They just released the cast strength rye not too long ago. Did you see that?
No. I just know these. Was it 4 different expressions they're releasing?
Yeah, so they are releasing 4 different expressions. This is the summer release. It's the cactus and snake illustration.
Yeah, that's the cool thing. Their labels are made by an artist.
I love them.
And it's every picture is unique, and you can buy prints. And
Yep.
We've actually bought prints from that artist at the distillery. They're so cool.
So this line is going to consist of 4 limited release distilled to capture the ingredients, flavors, and themes of the seasons of which that they were inspired. So there's a summer collection, which is this one. There's a fall, winter, and spring. These represent the seasons, obviously. The second one has just been released.
And this is why we like Dylan.
Yep. This first one combines the robust nuttiness of Jimmy Red Corn and the sweetness of
And
rye.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Give me red corn, and right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's crack corn. Never mind.
So that's what makes this special. So they all have different. They're all going to have their own unique twist on the Still Austin profile. This is using the red corn.
So how many years?
Minimum is 4.
So it's got to be 4 years.
Yep, on bottled and bond products.
That's crazy that they can plan something like that. So it takes a lot of planning. They're having 4 of these expressions this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they had to plan this out 4 years ago.
Well,
they're still relatively a new distillery, aren't they?
I don't know when they...
I thought they were. Maybe I'm wrong.
But the second one has just been announced. And the second one is going to be a high rye bourbon. Identical mash bill to their other bourbons.
Pause for consideration.
I'm just reading
I know. This is the part where he's going to cut out, make it shorter. Oh, speaking of shorter, where are we at? We're at 25 minutes. Hurry up.
Yeah, so the second one is a high rye mash bill.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's the same as the other ones, but going to be unique in the bottle and bond lineup. This is only the second time I've had this one. Yeah. I promised a review on this coming soon, so this will be the review.
Still Austin was founded in 2015, so it's relatively
pretty recent, actually.
But they have 4 expressions that are 4 years old. You know what I mean? There's a lot of planning and people. That's just incredible.
Oh my goodness! Did you smell this? These the bourbon glasses make it smell so hot.
Which one was mine? It was hot when I drank it.
Oh wow!
It was really.
This drink's so hot.
It's a lot of sweetness. It's really hot in the top of my mouth there. It tasted better the second time. The second one.
I could taste the oak. The oak is really nice. It's a little dry. It's a very convection sweetness. And it does have... I have not had marzipan. Have you had marzipan?
Yes.
So the notes on this said marzipan. But I don't have a reference point for that.
I don't think I had it that recently that I could draw that memory up. I want to see...
I really like it, though. The retail price on this is $79, and so is the other ones.
Yeah, that's the only thing is all their stuff is a little bit higher, but being new, they got a really nice place where they're at.
You know, their regular musician is actually decently priced. I think it's only... I want to say it's like... It might even be less than $40.
No. Oh, okay. So the Treaty Oak Whiskey, that's what I was looking at. And yellow number 1 corn. See, I thought they used red corn.
Never mind. Their straight bourbon as the musician is $50, $49.99.
Well,
not as cheap as I was. It's not cheap.
So what would you expect an entry point? Well, you know what? Because here's the thing: is like if you go Beam or any of those other products, you're looking because you can get Beam as cheap as 14, right?
Yeah, I would say more Knob Creek, right? Like Knob Creek is a more trendy bourbon than Beam, definitely.
Huh. So they got a new Treaty Oak has a new one. I didn't know that. Called Red Handed.
Yeah, that one's sourced.
Is it?
Yep. That's the Red Handed.
Yep, Bardstown bourbon.
So I mean, what do you think about that?
I liked it, but I have a bias, so that's the problem. If you see like something like that, if you know I like it,
that's unique.
Is it? Yeah, I do. Everything they have is really fun.
It's like a cinnamon, cardamom. I feel like cardamom.
Ooh, I do have a cardamom that I put in my gin. I got a little
cinnamon,
dropper full of
cardamom, oak, vanilla. Yeah.
Wow. Look at those skills honing as we speak.
Honed in.
Oh, wait. But it already happened. So you don't need to learn anymore.
Nope. Trained as much as I need to be.
Right. You're a whiskey sommelier. What? Sommelier?
Sommelier.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Other news. Did you hear that? So this is a Buffalo Trace. This will be a Buffalo Trace drink a little bit.
Yes.
So Buffalo Trace has opened a new location.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
They have opened a location in London.
In the Mall of America?
No. Oh. In London.
What?
Yep.
So they're going to become scotch makers now?
No, it's more of a storefront slash merchandising.
Oh, okay.
And what they're going to be doing is they're going to be able to do tastings in there with their normal line. And they're also going to be doing exclusive merchandising.
So what they're trying to do is just make it that much more scarcer. Or maybe did they do a bulk production of the stuff so they can prepare for this
this
onslaught?
And that's a conversation in itself. It's like, why are they doing that? Well, they're trying to get into the European market.
Yeah.
They've already broken into it. I mean, they sell stuff over there. They actually sell Buffalo Trace over there, but it's in 40 ABV bottlings. So it's not the 45% like we get over here.
Okay.
But they're going to have exclusive merchandising and possibly even editions of some experimental lines that we cannot get over here.
So they could be at the Mall of America, is what you're telling me. They're just opening up an alcohol store.
I think the London location might provide a better...
But they're not distilling.
Financial.
They're not making...
No, they're not distilling. Well, they can't distill over there because it won't be bourbon.
The Mall of America is supposed to be family-oriented. Well, except for the fourth floor and some of the other bars that they got.
Never forget Camp Snoopy.
I like it. See, just the ultimate goal. I want to be on the planning. How do they plan the releases? Because if they got to do things like I was talking about Still Austin, if they got to plan a bottle and bond, which has to be 4 years out, and then they want to do a series of them, that takes a lot of planning. And to have that foreknowledge that you're going to have, I guess you're still at that time, that's when you start doing the process. So you have the ingredients, you have what's necessary at that time, because once you put it in the barrels, then it's just a matter of waiting in order to bottle it. But it's just incredible. Do they have marketing meetings, or how does that happen? Do they just have an idea person?
Well,
or do they?
So they have a whole warehouse.
They steal from other people.
Have you heard of Warehouse X?
No.
So Warehouse X is a aging storage area where it's apparently full of all experiments of Buffalo Trace, and some we never see, failed experiments probably, and some we do. So it stems to the reason that some of these exclusive offerings could be coming from the Warehouse X location.
Okay.
But
okay.
Still in the Buffalo Trace, but moving on.
Okay.
We have a announcement from Sazerac of a new whiskey from Buffalo Trace. That's what we need. We were talking about it last episode.
Is it ready now, or will it be available later on?
Do not know when it will be released.
Okay.
I believe.
So they could be making that announcement in preparation. So it could be 2 years down the road or 4 years.
Yep. So it's called Traveler Whiskey.
Okay.
It says...
Does it come in a handbag?
The team's... So Buffalo Trace has teamed up with Chris Stapleton.
Oh, yes. Let's go down that road.
For an upcoming whiskey collaboration set to debut early 2024.
So you're saying he was heavily involved in this product?
Well, maybe. But, I mean, it sounds like a cool collaboration.
Chris Stapleton?
Yeah, Chris Stapleton, the country singer.
Yeah.
Sings Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a missed opportunity for...
And he's been singing all those
other
songs,
distilleries.
Reissuing old hits to make him new again. Can't remember the song.
Have you heard the old original Tennessee whiskey?
No.
It's not good.
Isn't it?
No.
It probably was at the time. Everything's changed. But the sounds changed. The guitars have changed.
I was telling Liquor Boy and Alex that I thought that Chris Stapleton should cover Rockstar by Nickelback. Because, I think he could make a really good version of that song.
What is the song that he just redid?
I don't know.
And it's super popular. And it's
I honestly don't know Chris Stapleton that well.
Okay, I got it.
But as far as this release, we don't know price details. We don't know what it's going to be.
You keep talking, and I'll look it up.
The only thing we have to go off of is an Instagram post from Buffalo Trace. Essentially, all it says is, the back of it is, good whiskey is like a song. It requires no explanation. One taste should tell you everything you need to know. No one has to tell you how to feel about it. You simply settle in and enjoy. First of its kind collaboration from Buffalo Trace Distillery, Traveler brings together the artistry of Chris Stapleton, master distiller Harlem Waitley. Blend number 40 is carefully crafted result of Countless hours of testing and tasting and a completely unique collaboration or combination of whiskeys from award-winning distilleries. Exactly what you'd expect. Premium whiskey that speaks for itself. That is all we know.
Huh.
You don't know what's going to be.
He remade In the Air Tonight with Snoop Dogg.
Stapleton did?
Yeah.
Really?
He's really cool.
I wish we could play that on the podcast. We can't.
And he did a Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. I know there's another song too that I like, and there was some controversy about it. I can't remember. I don't remember what it is.
Well, I've heard supposedly he doesn't make any money off of the Tennessee whiskey because all the rights are owned by the family of the original singer. So every time he performs that or whatever, if you listen on Spotify, all of that, the money made off of that song goes to the family of the original.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get anything from it.
Yeah.
His most popular song, and he doesn't generate revenue.
Does that influence your decision? I mean, I know we discussed about it, a lot of different people putting their name to these different products.
Oh, celebrity whiskeys?
Yeah. Like Nick Offerman and
I think there's a way.
The Manning brothers.
Celebrity whiskeys, I think there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it.
Yeah. I just like, what if you put your name to it and it turns out not to be that great?
Well, that's the way not to do it. I think you have to be involved to a certain extent. Like we have seen in the bourbon category, we've seen a lot of bad examples. Some good examples that we've seen. I mean, financially, you could say that like Heaven's Door, the Bob Dylan one, has been successful.
That was really good. I do like that.
Metallica one has been successful. There's a lot of bourbon purists that might not agree and think it's gimmicky for the Metallica one, but I mean, overall, it's been successful. But I think the one that's done the best in the whiskey genre has just been the Nick Offerman Lagavulins, because it's just Lagavulin. It's good Lagavulin. So if you like that,
yeah. But what about McConaughey?
Matthew McConaughey? A lot of people don't like that one.
Long Branch. Yeah. My wife loves Long Branch, but there may be. See, that's the problem. Is like with his name associated to it. I like.
He's
him.
Not. You know, he's not with them anymore.
I like Matthew.
He's not contracted.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to buy Lincoln cars.
But no, it does.
And I'm going to drink whiskey.
His signature is going to be removed from the Long Branch one. Yeah.
Did he request it or?
No, his contract just ended. So
short deal. Well, that's good that they're going to pick another product because they don't have enough. See, that's the other thing too. They're not producing enough of the products they already have. So why introduce another one?
And that's been the discussion. It's like
when does this stop? When does this?
A lot of people think they're creating the demand. You know, it's like you could. What would you do? Would you have the resources to make your Weller Special Reserve line to meet the demand, and then you have stuff sit on the shelf, or you could create more demand for a whole new line and guarantee that you always sell out of it.
Yeah,
by creating a completely new bottling that might share the same product from other bottles. You know, if you can guarantee you're going to sell it, it's a good idea. But that's all speculation. Yeah. But a lot of people do think that's their kind of the game plan. The marketing department is in control.
Looks like 17. Darius Ruckers has his own label. Hootie and the Blowfish. Blake Shelton has. Oh, he's vodka.
Yeah, Blake Shelton. We got vodka. Okay.
Sorry. Kenny Chesney. That's what we're. No, that was
Kenny Chesney.
I thought that's who you were talking about, but you didn't. That's rum. He's a rum guy. Good gosh. George Strait. That's who I was thinking of, but that's a tequila. Never mind. Miranda Lambert. Who else do we got?
So it's already passed, but
Luke Bryan.
Upon the point that this was released, there's a ultra rare bourbon going to auction. One of the biggest collections in the world.
Yes,
said.
Yes.
I actually listened to a podcast this morning. They were talking about this one.
Yeah.
And
what did they say?
Well, it's expected to be a very big turnout.
What prices are they expecting for bottles? What are they expecting?
Thousands, hundreds of thousands.
Like Is that the one where like 20,000 for one bottle?
Yeah, I mean, they got rare bottles of Pappy 23, exclusive ones, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't matter. It's fake money.
Maybe
It's monopoly money to someone.
it really is. Well, that's what I mean. It's just like you look at some of these sports stars and movie stars, and it's like after a while, it's like they need a place to spend their money. Hey, let's make a whiskey and.
Here's my question: is when the general, like when movie stars try to capitalize on an industry, have we saturated the market? Football stars,
yeah.
It's like, is the market saturated?
Is that the signal that maybe we've gone too far?
Random celebrities are getting into an industry to capitalize on markets.
Yeah,
like you have The Rock on his tequila. George Clooney got out of it. It feels fairly recently, but it was probably actually a number of years ago.
Yeah,
but just like you have all these celebrities that are getting into it to make a quick buck. Almost, it feels like it's like I've heard a lot of things, like people trying to predict if the bourbon bubble is bursting, but they've never really discussed on is it's all these celebrities getting into it a sign that it's becoming mainstream. It's becoming
it's like a lot of
cash grab.
Well, it's that, but a lot of these celebrities, they don't concentrate on one thing. They have multiple projects going in different ways. And music, podcast, movies, shoe line, clothing line, makeup line. And so whiskey, somebody probably just approached them. Well, in fact, I was watching Whiskey Tribe, and they had people approach them about reviewing their whiskey.
Their whiskeys.
And what did they say? They said, well, our audience wouldn't accept that.
Yeah.
Because, and I appreciate that because they were just honest with them.
Well, because they don't need it.
Yeah, they don't want to
screw up what they got.
They don't want to fall into that thing like, well, okay, so if Jimmy, Kevin Hart brings us tequila, does that mean we have to drink Ryan Reynolds gin too? It's just like, and then it just becomes a whack-a-mole kind of thing where it's like, well, where do you stop that from?
Right. How many celebrities are going to get into it before it's not lucrative to get into that market?
Yeah.
It's like, it's submitting now.
Yeah. I could appreciate it if they started their own company. You know what I mean? From the ground.
I don't know of anyone that.
Did Sammy Hagar do that with tequila? Cabo Wabo? Did he start it or did he buy? And then now he's got a new line too with Guy Fieri. So, I would appreciate more if they funded and started it from ground up.
The only two that I could say I feel like have the most to do with it would be the Metallica and the Bob Dylan line. But they're not doing it. They're making some decisions.
Well, with Metallica, the whiskey is being influenced by the musical tones, the low bass tones, which is the funniest thing.
By a patent pending process.
And you know what? Did you see this? See who am I pointing at? The fool that bought it because I'm like, I gotta try it. And they didn't sell it in Minnesota, so what did I have to do? Go to Wisconsin to get it.
Now.
Oh yeah, now. But back when they first released it, and it was a big news item.
I think is it a different product? Yes. Does it taste fine? Yeah.
But I bought it because.
Right. That gets you to buy the first bottle.
Yes, because I'm like, there's no way sound waves could affect the taste.
The problem is you can't compare it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
It'd be nice if we could.
This is getting better, by the way. This whiskey.
Yeah,
the longer that's out in the air and stuff like that, it's the taste is changing a little bit.
But yeah, I don't know. We got off tangent, but
can I bring us to another tangent?
Sure.
So I just realized Treaty Oak's into Ghost Hill Treaty Oak is into collaboration. Because Whiskey Myers is a group, and that red-handed is the alcohol.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the whiskey. So I didn't even realize that it's $42, $43.
Yeah,
but that's because I was reading this article here. That's like Alan Jackson just released what is it? Silver Belly? Oh, it's a whiskey. He released a whiskey too. Silver Belly. Who else? John Rich, Jason Aldean,
I'm not even sure what we're going to call this episode
John
anymore.
Party. I'm sorry. I'm just like amazed
Just
at all
like-
these, and they're just releasing it. But this article's going on about they're trying to figure out how distillers have to consider that now as part of their marketing plan, and
For celebrities?
yeah. But then I guess it's a road that it hasn't always worked.
No, I mean,
I'm trying to see some bad examples here, but
there's a Scotch brand
yeah,
that had a football player that was terrible. Soccer player for Americans, but
it says artists end up in the alcohol business for numerous reasons. Diversifying their professional portfolio is the obvious one. So they're just trying to spread the cash.
mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, the Twins have teamed up with O'Shaughnessy.
Well, that one, yeah.
I mean, that's just more marketing, I guess. But
Yeah. But that makes sense because you have a hometown team. Because they food products.
But
they've also the food they sell in the stadium.
Did you watch anything? Because they were in London a while ago, and they had on Instagram they were with Will Ferrell was at some event.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It wasn't their event, but they were there, and the Riot Nation was getting photos with Will Ferrell and stuff.
Wow.
The spirits industry is such a weird field to just watch.
Yeah.
Because it is so different from everything else. It's just I don't really understand how this all works.
Yeah, here, this is the crux of the article here. Sorry. So here's Jake Owen. I guess I know of him. He's a country star, but he's no longer affiliated with his whiskey. Willie Nelson's Old River whiskey bourbon was discontinued.
Didn't know that.
And Darius Rucker is ending his association with Backstage Whiskey, and then Florida Georgia line. They're ending their deal too. So the attrition rate of new alcohol products such as celebrity deals is one factor that bottlers and distillers are forced to consider in advance. Most successful artists work at least a decade to build national music career, but it doesn't guarantee that similar patience will when they get into the alcohol business. So they're just looking for you're right. Maybe they're just looking for the quick buck and in and out.
I think a lot of them might be there. I mean, there are some celebrity ones that have been pretty good. I've heard decent things about
Brad Paisley.
Oh,
that's who you were thinking of, right? He's the Brad Paisley. He did the Manny commercials.
Yes, yeah. He's been doing the travel or highway whiskey. But Terry Bradshaw has one of the more recent batches. The early ones weren't that great, but I've heard that the more recent ones have been decent for Terry Bradshaw's brand. I forget what it was though, but there's so many. I mean, you just go on and on. I mean, even the Jack Daniel's Sinatra one is. I mean, that's celebrity tie if I know anything. So
yeah, I just read that somewhere too. Somebody did Eric Church earned a gold
Jack
single,
Daniels.
And then he teamed up with them for a limited edition that bore his name.
That one was crazy, actually. A lot of people were getting those.
Those are going to be, if you do the limited edition maybe ones I could see, but again, those are going to be those are probably just existing.
People are just getting them and they're going to put them up on
the only thing that's different is the label, though, right? Because the tastings,
I don't know.
The composition would be the
Eric
same.
Church one. I don't know if that was different or if it was just a bottling.
Yeah, because Jack Daniels is not going to make a special edition just for him. I don't think. Do you think they would?
Well, Buffalo Trace is making one for Chris Stapleton.
Okay, come back around.
So there's no reason to think that they wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually surprised that Buffalo Trace is partnering with anyone.
Yeah.
Because they seem like they didn't need it, so it's got to be.
Suppose you got to stay in the trend, stay in front of the trends, and stay with everything. So,
well, did you have any more topics?
No, we're at 55 minutes and 46, 47, 48. Boy, so for a short podcast, it's just once you get in a conversation, you can't really stop, and you got to flesh it out.
Yeah, that's why we got to do the video form, and then we can do the 3-hour ones like what's his face does.
Which one? Which what's his face?
Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's got some long ones.
Yeah, I get bored at an hour and a half. So
yeah,
especially when he starts going off topic into his other topics. Anyways,
I don't even know. So, what do you think of the submarine? Do you think the submarine was? Do you think the Navy?
What about aliens?
Do you think
Do
the
they really
Navy did
exist? Aliens really exist? Do
I
you
heard.
think they really exist?
I heard they sunk the Titanic because it was over Atlantis. Had to.
Oh my word! Yeah. Anyways, enough of that. I just hope I'm talking close enough to this mic. I just realized maybe I'm a little bit further away than.
No, it sounded fine. I'll finish it all in post.
Well, I know, but now I don't want to make you work harder.
Yeah.
So, yep, it was good. We had good whiskey. It was a good chatting.
I would love to do these more often. It's just like
I don't know if
I had a space.
Yeah, I don't know if I could wander up to your neighborhood though.
I don't think a lot of people will.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
No, I'd come. If you invited me, I'd come.
Oh, we'll get you there. Yeah, hopefully I have that space. I need to talk to someone that knows something about cameras.
This is nice though, because we got a 4-place.
No, if we could just leave the stuff set up here, it'd be totally good.
Yeah, we could have 2 more people, and then the greater chance of having Zach here.
Yeah.
I don't know about Carter.
We just need to leave. You need to convince Nikki that I can leave everything and it needs to stay as is.
Dylan, what do you see over there?
What? I see needed furniture.
You see a big black box over there. What is it, Dylan?
Needed furniture.
A Jägermeister machine.
Yeah.
So Nikki would be totally accepting of what's going on.
Because it gets it colder than the standard freezer does. And it holds 3 liters in reserve plus like a 1.2 liter chiller inside of it, and it's got a tap handle.
You never knew you needed one until it came available, and you went.
It was the best $70 that Brooklyn's ever spent. I love it. I'm not gonna lie and say that I didn't egg them on to get it, because I mean, when those things come on the market, you gotta take advantage of it.
It's like a rare whiskey.
Yeah.
They're just so rare.
I love that.
And you don't even realize you're supposed to drink your Jägermeister.
We need to have a Jägermeister episode. I'm not sure what it's about.
We'll just mix it in with Red Bull.
Oh,
we'll do the Red Bull.
Ooh, Jägermeister cocktails?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that might be good.
We'll try that.
I don't know.
That one we need some pacing. That would have to be a short one, because if you took it too long, then we'd have problems.
So we'll come up with Jägermeister cocktails. I like that. Somebody's going to have to hold that to me. Make sure we do that one.
Is there a competitor product to Jägermeister?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, is there anything similar to Jägermeister?
I'm trying to think, but nothing's coming to mind right now.
There's got to be something.
Yeah.
But
some off-brand or something.
All right. Well, that's gonna conclude this episode.
Well, thanks for inviting me. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Me here.
If you're listening, like and follow us on wherever you get your podcasts. It does help. We're trying to get to more than we are currently. And follow us on Instagram too. You
can follow me on Instagram under @supereddie_whiskey.
Yeah.
I make that public. And that's anytime I have a new bottle, I try to post it there.
Yep. And if Carter and Zach aren't on this episode, or by the next episode, I will personally give out their phone numbers. Have a good one. Bye.